Okay, it's 5:30. I'll declare open the extraordinary council meeting of Tuesday the 9th of June. In accordance with the Local Government Act of 1993, Cowra Council is live streaming and recording this meeting and will upload the recording to Council's website. By speaking at this meeting, you agree to being live streamed and recorded and having that recording published in the public domain. Please ensure that when you speak at council meetings you are respectful to others and use appropriate language at all times. Cowra Council accepts no liability for any defamatory or offensive remarks or gestures made during the course of this meeting. We acknowledge the traditional custodians on the land on which we gather, the Wiradjuri people, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. I have an apology from Councillor Fagan. Would someone like to move that apology be accepted? Thank you, Councillor Horton. Councillor Kiss. Councillor Horton.
Not required, thank you.
Councillor Kiss. Anyone else wish to speak? Councillor Horton, write a reply.
Not required,
I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Thank you. Disclosures of interest. Councillors and staff, please indicate in relation to any interest you need to declare. A, what report or item you are declaring an interest in, whether the interest is pecuniary or non-pecuniary, and what is the nature of the interest. None for that, thank you. We have no presentations. The first item on our agenda is 2.1, the Code of Meeting Practice. I'll refer to the General Manager, please. Do we have a mover? I move that we accept that recommendation. Councillor Kiss. Councillor Downing. Thank you, Councillor Kiss.
I believe it's all in the notes there, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Councillor Downing.
Maybe we could get the General Manager to explain what we're talking about and how the Code of Meeting Practice is now gone out and we're re-adopting the old one.
Thank you. I'll throw to the General Manager who will explain that the legislation that we did adopt has been knocked back in the upper house. So,
Mr. Chairman, I would just refer to the report which indicates the disallowance motion passed in the upper house, which effectively renders the 2025 Model Code of Meeting Practice invalid, and we immediately revert to the 2021 Model Code of Meeting Practice. Councils, therefore, who have all adopted codes of meeting practice consistent with the 2025 Model Code of Meeting Practice are therefore required to rescind that Code of Meeting Practice and adopt a previous version that was consistent with the 2021 Model Code of Meeting Practice. So that's what's been proposed with this recommendation.
thank you. Does anybody wish to comment? Yes, Councillor Speechley.
Just a question to the General Manager. So was it an option for us not to make the change to the 2025? I thought it was something that all councils were required to do.
That's exactly right. We were required and did adopt a Code of Meeting Practice on 15 December last year that was consistent with the 2025 Model Code of Meeting Practice. Now, as a result of the upper house motion, that is no longer the model code as prescribed by the government because it's been disallowed, so it automatically refers to, well, therefore, what's the current model code? It's the one that the government issued in 2021. And so therefore we are required to have a Code of Meeting Practice that is consistent with that model code, and that was the one that we had prior to 15th of December last year.
That's fine. I was just curious about if anyone actually didn't make the change. If we're all doing this today, yes, thank you.
Anyone else wish to comment? Councillor Watt.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The documentation refers to a bit of a different change, that anything that's inconsistent with mandatory provisions back in the old 2021 code can't continue. I was just wondering if there were any provisions we had in our former code, model code, that will not exist.
Mr. Chairman, I haven't undertaken a forensic review, but the two key ones are the live streaming of public forums and the provision of information to the public that's provided to councillors after the publication of the agenda, and as I've indicated in the report, rather than council choose to include those in the reverted to model code and having to then advertise that for 28 days, effectively I'm saying to you, look, I'm making an administrative decision to continue to carry out those practices, which I suggest we'd all agree are good practice in any event, and will likely be included in an updated 2026 model code of meeting practice that we are expecting quite likely by the end of this month.
Sorry, I didn't frame my question very well. Have we reverted to the 2021 model code or to our own amended version?
No, we reverted to our version, which is consistent with the 2021 model code. Yes.
We did have an address by the Minister for Local Government week before last, and it had been knocked back the night before at 2:30 in the morning, and he assured us that he would be presenting it again very shortly. He's a little bit miffed, I think, our Minister. Anybody else wish to comment? Right, a reply, Councillor Kiss.
Not needed, thank you.
Put the motion, all those in favour? Pass, thank you. There are no late reports on this, anything on this agenda, so I'll declare has anyone got any urgent motions notice of motions without notice? In that case, I'll declare the meeting closed at 5:36.